I'm back. Let's talk today about balance. Let's talk about, I got several people that wrote me on my channel and said, hey, I'm concerned with your output. You're putting out 3 or 4 videos a day. And here's the thing. I'm generally putting out 1 video each day. That goes out to everybody out there in the world, everybody out in YouTube, right? Yes, we got little Ace there. And here's the deal. Yes, we have members that join the channel, and those members get access to whatever I put out. They get early access to all of that content. So yes, I work very hard each day to make sure that we have more content for the members. And here's the thing, man. People talk about balance, and I'm concerned, and it's okay to take a break. And I know you need money, but maybe you should just post 1 day a week, or maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. Look, nobody knows my situation better than myself. Nobody knows me better than myself. And yes, if I were to post once a week, would be cutting my income down, in a huge way. If I were to only post once a week, that would be like trying to buy a lottery ticket each week and hoping to win the lottery. It's just not consistent. And look, I'm on a gradual building process. The reality of this right here, if I were to start an AI, cartoon YouTube channel, I could probably put out 20 videos and maybe go viral like that and make thousands and thousands of dollars a month, upwards of $10,000 a month. Now I'm going to have to move the camera now because it's starting to drizzle here. So if I were to only put out, 1 a week or 1 every couple of weeks, here's the thing, man. Yes, maybe I could focus more on the content and spend more time on it. But from my experience here, my experience doing this channel, there are videos that I spent a week on. There are videos that I spent hours and hours and hours on. And I've had people say, man, this is an excellent video. This is great, man. I love this type of content, yada, yada, yada. But for whatever reason, the algorithm doesn't pick it up. And it might do 1/3 of what a normal video does. Sometimes I'll interview, someone with tons of experience, tons of friends, or tons of fans. And as far as an interview goes, it doesn't get anywhere near the amount of views that it deserves. And I am, from a unique situation. Here's the deal. I had a way when I was in Nashville to make extra income, playing guitar, playing on gigs, doing all that. I'm down here in Florida with zero calls to play gigs. And I desperately need to work. I desperately need the money to help my family out. So, man, I'm working my butt off, and I am building this channel the old-fashioned way, talking to people straight up, being open about my situation, being open about the channel, and being open about what I want to do here. And, man, you know what? Here's the reality. If I don't keep this consistent, if I don't, work as hard as I am, then, I will have no chance to make it on here, and I will end up having to do something else. Not that there's anything wrong with doing something else, but I don't want to. I want to do this. This is the work that I want to do. I want to help people. I want to motivate people. I want to educate people. I want to share my knowledge. And it gives me a sense of purpose each day. Now look, everybody knows if you're older or if you've got family or people often that retire, some of them don't live long after they retire. Why? Because they've lost that sense of purpose and something in the body, and then boom. I talked to somebody at UPS one time, and they said, once the drivers retire, the body gives out and they, go. Imagine working your whole life for retirement, and you retire, and then boom, you're gone. None of us know how much time we have left. I want to leave behind a legacy for my child. I want to leave behind a legacy for my wife. There were many misspent years being in the music business. And, a lot of years where I did take a break. A lot of times where, if I didn't have a gig for 3 or 4 days, then, you know what? I didn't do anything else. It's all I did was play guitar. So if I choose now to work every single day, it's because I'm extremely motivated. And look, my mom, she ran a business when I was a kid. She worked 7 days a week, 7 days a week, and 10 hours a day running a restaurant, running a gift shop. It was extremely difficult. My wife will go, "Oh, what did you guys do for family vacation?" We didn't have family vacations. My mom worked every single day. And you know what? That's, I felt there was a lot of people, she was supporting in the family, and that was her mission, and that's what gave her a sense of purpose. And I think later on in life, she got to experience things, and she took breaks, and she took, learned to shut the business down a couple of weeks each year. But first week when she'd shut down the business, they would clean. It was like spring cleaning each year. So, you know what? I'm no stranger to hard work. I have done hard work in my life. This is not physically grueling work, but this is important work to me, and this gives me great purpose, and I think that's what's important about it. Now, I just recently was out of town with my family for a couple of days, and wow, in some ways that was harder on all of us, because the travel and going from point A to point B, and and all of those things, everybody got out of their routine. Even little Ace got out of his routine, and that was difficult, right? But it was a break from the grind of every day taking care of the family and doing my YouTube channel and speaking to all the people out there. And so, cleared the head, took a little break from it, and now I'm anxious to get back. I'm anxious. Literally got a tripod so that I could do these little front porch sections, let Ace have his morning time in the yard. And, this is important work for me. This is important. It's important to have a sense of purpose in life. It's important to have drive. It's important to keep ambition. We may have retired. Some of us may have stopped playing music. Some of you guys out there are still playing music or are continuing on a music path after you've retired from your main job that you had for years. And I think for everybody to know out there, when you do retire, it's important to still have ambition. It's important to still have a purpose. It's important to give yourself a reason to wake up every day. Now, we went to bed very early last night, and it's now like, I don't know, probably about 5:45 or maybe 5:50 in the morning. And I'm up again, getting after it. And I think it's important for everybody, get a good night's sleep. Get up, have a purpose every day, have a routine. Routine is something that can help you each day. Dogs love it. Dogs love a routine, and that was perfect timing. Ace, thank you for walking in the camera at that point in time. But you know, when he gets off his routine, he is not happy. When he, you know, here's what Ace doesn't know right now. Ace doesn't know that I just realized that we are out of his little dental bones that he likes each morning. And so when I take him inside and he's expecting me to give him his bone, we don't have any today. So I have to find something else in there that I can give him as a treat. But man, you know, people need routines. People need ambition. People need drive. And look, you know, it's the same thing. I mean, you know, what are the odds that Eddie Van Halen made it to 65 and then was gone? You know, now I think you know, Eddie led a musician's life, right? There were many years where you didn't hear much from Eddie Van Halen, and you know, now we know maybe he was going through some issues, and you know, and probably creating at the time. But you know, there's a whole archive up there at 5150, and whether we'll ever hear anything out of it, you know, who knows? But I'm making sure that the work that I'm doing here each day gets out to you. And I want everybody out there that's watching this channel to do something that can get out to the world, to do something to impact people, to do something to help yourself, do something to help people out there. This is important, man. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how, you know, how tired you are and all that. But man, you know, keeping that positivity, keeping that drive, you know, staying on a clear path, having a reason to get up each day. And if you're helping, you know, there's many people that help this channel. I thank you so much to Dana and Pamela, who, you know, on occasion, you know, help this channel. And man, it's like gives me that momentum each day to keep this channel going. It's Erickson has been a great contributor to this channel. Dave, who has done amazing work, you know, improving himself and now getting up each day and having the drive and ambition to keep things going. He also helps out as a monitor for this channel. Also like to thank our other monitors, Paul and Mike H, aka Demonetized, for getting up, you know, every time they can and being there for this channel, because we're building a community here. We're building something, and we're building something great. And that gives us each something every day. And plus, look, join us every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We get together. You know, it's a nice group. We check on each other. Everybody says good morning. Make sure everybody is okay. If somebody had something interesting the night before, we watch each morning's video. And then people will comment on the side and talk to each other. And, man, it's a great thing. Everybody is, you know, helping out, helping each other, and keeping that drive, keeping that ambition each day. It's very important to wake up each day with a purpose. And that, my friends, is my balance.